What is up, everybody? RetroWolf88 here. Welcome to the game room tour update for 2024. Let's show you what we got. First thing you're going to notice is this big ass contraption right here. And what is this? Well, I've started a new hobby. I've started to get into 3D printing, and I bought a Bamboo Labs P1S 3D printer, and I've started to really get heavily into 3D printing for a couple of different reasons. It's kind of outside of the scope of this video, but I'm going to be printing stuff for the game room, printing stuff for around the house, everyday life, but also coming up with my own designs to take to conventions and my booth to sell. We've got the Lego Bowser as well as the Lego Piranha Plant next to it. These Nintendo Lego sets are really amazing. My goal is to have them all except for the Mario play sets. I want to have the actual Lego sets. Something really cool here that you don't see very often is this is the Sonic the Hedgehog tabletop pinball machine from 1991, and it is in fantastic condition and it works great, and I only spent like 30 bucks on it, which is a killer deal. This is pretty cool. This is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time wall decals still in the packaging. There's 23 decals from the game in that. This is a really nice piece. It's a very vintage, beautiful piece. This is a Super Mario Bros. 60-piece puzzle, and this was from 1989. I just love the artwork on these vintage Nintendo pieces. Really cool stuff there. One thing that I really like, so I love collecting any kind of GameCube oddities, and this is a really nice piece that I got from a toy show. It's a Super Mario Sunshine 25-piece puzzle from 2003. My Japanese GameCube collection, which is small but mighty. There's some pretty decent stuff here. I think the most standout game in the collection is this Baten Kaitos Japanese box set. Coming down here, we've got my GameCube bobblehead collection. So I've got the two Beautiful Joe bobbleheads. I've got the Kobe Bryant bobblehead from NBA Courtside. I've got the Star Fox Adventures bobblehead, the Mario holding a GameCube, the Donkey Kong on a Game Boy Advance, and then one of the rarest ones, which is the Link from Legend of Zelda Wind Waker standing on a Platinum GameCube bobblehead. There's one more that I really need to get, and that is the Samus one, and that one's stupid expensive. Mario Party 5 plush GameCube dice, which I believe was also a promo item. Very rare. A really cool Game & Watch that I got at a toy show. This is the Super Mario Bros. Multi-screen Game & Watch. When you open it up, you've got Mario, I believe Mario on one side and Luigi on the other. This is a metal front and back. It is a F-Zero GX promo notebook. Another rare GameCube promo item. This is the GameCube tabletop calculator. One more really quirky thing I want to show you guys here is this belt. This is a 1988 elastic Nintendo belt with Super Mario Bros. On it, and yes, it actually, if I can actually elast it, that's not a word. We've got my Super Mario Bros. And Zelda 2 Adventures of Link lunchbox from 1989, and of course I have the thermos to go with it. Very clean. I got this at Grumpy's Antique Mall where my booth is, and I think there's actually a few things in here. Yeah, so in here we've got a sealed bag of the Nintendo trading card treats, and then I also have all the cards just individually in protectors that you could get. We've got the question mark block, which is a really cool Lego set for Super Mario 64. Then we've got the NES set and the TV that goes with it, and I've got a really cool Zelda clock up there. This is my NEC Auto Color TV that I got from Secret Castle Toys and Games. Great TV. It's sitting right here on top of my amazing and beautiful Super Mario Bros. 3 toy chest. It's also got Super Mario Bros. On it, and I think it's got some Zelda stuff on it too. I could spend a whole hour-long video talking about everything that's on this shelf because there are so many cool pieces on this shelf. But I'm just going to go through and try my best to only pick out a few to highlight because I want to talk about so much of this stuff. But I'll pick out a few to highlight. My bingo collectibles. So I've got the bingo movie soundtrack on cassette, and then the bingo movie trading cards. Also have the bingo movie book What is Bingo, you might be asking? Bingo is a slapstick comedy about a dog that me and Devin discovered over on VHS Voyage, and it ended up being one of our favorite movies that we watched for the VHS Voyage channel. Still sealed in the original packaging. This is the Mario figure from Super Mario World for the Wendy's Kids Meal set that they released back in the day. This is a really cool piece here. This is a Super Mario Sunshine toy from, I believe, Burger King. Yeah, that's from Burger King, and Mario's eyeballs are really freaking creepy looking. The entire set, I gotta do this very carefully because I do not want to drop these like I did before, but this is the entire set. All these stickers, as well as all these scratch off game cards, every single one in the set. I dropped it one day and some of the cards fell in a dog's water bowl, which is why that one is kind of discolored and warped a little bit, and I was very upset when that happened, but it was my own fault. Vintage Super Mario Bros. Game Watch from 1989. That was a cool piece. This is the Donkey Kong body wash shaped like a Game Boy, which is really cool, from 1996. This is a Mario Kart Double Dash 18-wheeler tractor trailer from 2005 from Mattel. And then another couple of oddities that are extremely rare. There were 4 of these. The GameCube bubblegum boxes. Now, one thing that's really cool about these is, so the gum came in the case where the disc goes, and also came with stickers. Both of mine have the stickers but don't have the gum. You could actually use this as a case, like the GameCube disc will actually fit in there. All 4 of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Happy Meal boxes from McDonald's. This is all 4 boxes, never been unfolded, in phenomenal condition. I got to figure out a better way to display those at some point. We're getting to the beginning of the Tiger handheld collection. The Tiger handheld collection is kind of scattered around here and there. This is the start of the Tiger handheld collection, but not just Tiger handhelds, other LCD games as well that are not Tiger brand. If I were to point out probably what's the most expensive one of this shelf, it would be this Konami Bucky O'Hare handheld. This guy is pretty freaking expensive. The Mortal Kombat Tiger barcodes handheld, but I don't have any of the cards yet. It's a little Game Boy keychain watch from Interact, and apparently it came in 6 different colors, so that's going to be a rabbit hole for me to go down to try to get all 6 colors of this from 1999, so I'm gonna have to look into that at some point. So we've got the Super Mario 64 beanbag character keychain with a tag, and then we've got this Super Mario 64 figure keychain, which is really cool. So of all the Tiger handhelds in my collection, this is probably by far the most expensive one. The Tiger Premier Games Silver Surfer handheld, sealed in the packaging. I think this is probably like a $300 to $400 item here. Now we move on to this section. So let's go from top to bottom. So starting off, the Super Mario Bros. Movie that released last year, I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Could not have been happier with that movie. So this is sort of my shrine to that movie, where I've tried to get like all the toys that have been released. Now I don't have them all, but I've got a lot of them. I've got the big Mario and Luigi figures. I've got the movie book in the back there. You can't really see that. I've got all the Jax figures that have been released so far. The entire McDonald's Happy Meal set, the van, the Mario Bros. Plumbing van, the popcorn bucket from the theater, which is really cool to have. I've got some of the mini figures here. I think I've got all the pullback racers, but I'm not 100% positive. And I'm missing a few of the Hot Wheels. So I don't have quite a complete set, but I've got quite a few here to show. To here, we have my Nintendo DS collection. I absolutely love collecting for the Nintendo DS. I've got over 100 games here. It's mostly all killer, no filler. These are all games that I want to play. Now I may not end up keeping them. Some of these games I bought because they look cool. I'm going to try them out, and if I end up not liking it, I'll probably sell it, because I'm not going for a complete DS set. I'm really just trying to curate a really awesome DS collection of games that I'll actually play. Down here, we've got more of the Tiger handheld collection. And I'm still not even done showing you guys all the Tiger handhelds, but a couple that I would like to highlight. The Gargoyles handheld. This one is really awesome looking. Gargoyles Night Flight. So that's a really cool one. I also really like this Inspector Gadget one. The colors just really pop on that one. And then here's a really obscure one that a lot of people don't know about, and that is a Police Academy Tiger handheld, which is really cool. And it's got a kind of a unique design to it. Now this one is really awesome, and that is the Donkey Kong Country Pog Pitching game. Super, super rare. Now what makes this one really special is that everything in the game is unpunched. So all the Pogs are unpunched. All of the board game pieces are unpunched. This thing has never been played. It's never been taken out of the box and played, which is amazing. And then I also have this Double Dragon board game, which was actually created by Tiger. My favorite way to display Tiger handhelds, I just can't do this all the way across the game room right now, but using a wall control panel. I would say these are some of my favorites, but they're actually not. I need to redo this section and kind of swap some out. But some notable ones are the Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3 Tiger handhelds, the Double Dragon and Double Dragon 2. The Street Fighter 2 is pretty awesome. Obscure piece right here. I really love stuff like this. So Game Boy Advance pack that has a AM/FM radio with headphones and an arm strap. It has a 35mm camera, and it also has a pair of binoculars. So from top to bottom, there's a really cool piece I'm not going to pull down because I can't grab it, but you'll see a B-roll shot of it, and that is my Super Mario Sunshine. It's a water mouse pad. Of course, the water's all evaporated from it, but it's still sealed in the packaging. I have started to go for a complete PlayStation 2 collection as of just a few weeks ago, actually. Started it at Game Central Station, and this is the current PS2 set. A lot of the Nintendo 64 VHS tapes, I'm trying to get every single tape in that set. I've got the complete set of the Batman the Animated Series McDonald's Happy Meal toys, as well as down here 3 of the boxes unfolded. I'm missing one of them, so I've got to try to track that down. The GameCube AM/FM stereo cassette player with speakers still sealed in the packaging. This is not something you see every day. Larger version of that Mario doll that I showed you earlier. This is the larger version of it. This one actually looks a little bit better than the other one. It looks a little more normal. Down here, some miscellaneous DVDs. The complete Super Mario Bros. Super Show on DVD. I've got the Beautiful Joe Animated Series Volumes 1, 2, and 3. I think I'm missing Volume 4, so I've got to track that down. I have the complete Legend of Zelda, the complete series on DVD. This series is one of those things where it's so bad that it's good. Moving on from there is my pretty sizable PS4 collection. I absolutely love the PS4. It's one of my favorite modern consoles. And this is another all killer, no filler collection. Did you guys know you can pre-order brand new games on the Goodiez app at a discounted price than what you would get at an online or physical retailer? And there are 3 Nintendo Switch games that you can pre-order right now, one of which is Mario and Luigi Brothership, coming out in November. Let me show you how easy it is to pre-order that through the Goodiez app. Right on the homepage, you're going to see new releases. If you click see all, you can see every new release available for a cheaper price. By the way, I pre-ordered The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom through the Goodiez app, as well as Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. So what you want to do is click on the game you want to pre-order. In this case, I'm going to click on Mario and Luigi Brothership, and then you click on lowest ask $45, click buy it. Once you verify your address, you're going to see your total after taxes and shipping. So my total for this one is $52.44, which is way better than spending $60 plus tax and shipping online, or spending $60 plus tax at a retail store. Then just click buy. Then once you submit your payment, it will show the game under your purchases under prepare for shipment. It is that simple to pre-order a brand new game for cheaper through the Goodiez app. Okay, so coming over here, this is where I play most of my retro games. Now, the modern consoles, which would be the Nintendo Switch, the PS5, and the Xbox Series X, Those are all in my little office in our master bedroom. I'm not going to be showing those, but those consoles are elsewhere, as well as my PlayStation 3 is also in there. 2 TVs. So this little Toshiba with a built-in DVD player that works is a really cool TV, and it looks great because of the small screen. You have pixel density. We've got this really awesome Sony Trinitron that I got from CorksCon. It's got the speakers popping out of the side. This thing has a great image as well. We've got the Sega Genesis Model 2, NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PS1, the smaller version. I've got a tape rewinder. I've got a modded Wii, and then the gamepad for the Wii U is down here. Now, one thing that I really want to show you guys and give a huge shout out to, and that is the Game Dungeon. So the Game Dungeon is an amazing artist who does custom GameCubes as well as a lot of other custom items, and he worked with me on this custom RetroWolf GameCube, and I could not be happier with how this thing turned out. He does just absolutely fantastic work. My Nintendo Switch collection, well over 100 games here in this collection, and again, this is all killer, no filler. My cat is reaching under the door at my foot right now. Coming down from there, we've got some of my Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games. Now, what's cool about these is I actually 3D printed these holders here for the Game Boy, and then these, I 3D printed this holder for the Game Boy Advance. And it makes for a really awesome way to display your loose cartridges where you can still see them and easily access them and stuff like that. Got the PS5 collection here, all killer, no filler. Again, another example of an all killer, no filler collection. The rest of my Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games, and these are in cassette cases. So check this out. So here's Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. There's the front. If we open it up, you'll see the cartridge fits in there, and these are done by Adam, the Retro Beard. This is a really cool piece. So this is a Japanese GameCube holder. This did not release in the US. You can only get it in Japan. It has wheels that you can put on it. I do not have them on right now. They're all stored in the back here, but it's got the back that can hold cables, and then of course your GameCube goes on top there. Super Mario Bros. Stickers. One thing I want to point out that's cool about this one is probably the only time you'll ever see Mario holding a freaking gun, which is pretty funny. We have gotten to the GameCube collection. This is the bread and butter of my collection. As most of you know that are watching this video and watch the channel, I am going for a complete North American black label, complete in box, retail release set of games. There were 551 black label games released on retail store shelves in North America, and I only have 24 left. All of these games are all complete in box. This is a really cool piece that I don't know what to do with yet, but this is the Super Mario Bros. 3 Translite sign that would go in the back of the display for the toys, and this thing is beautiful. And then up at the top are 3 of my favorite pieces in my collection. I'm not going to pull them all down. These are the Nintendo Power Joyride Studios figures, sealed in packaging. There were like 5 or 6 of these in the set. My favorite one obviously is going to be the Super Mario Sunshine figure, still sealed in the packaging, and it is in beautiful, beautiful condition, and I got it for a great deal, and these are really expensive. That's it, folks. That is the RetroWolf 88 Game Room update for 2024. I have huge plans for the game room. I am completely redoing the entire game room from scratch and giving it a huge makeover, and I'm going to be chronicling that in a video that you will see sometime in the future. I say sometime in the future because it's going to take me months to do that.